Dear Phlog Pyros, you need Air Blast. No, it's not optional. No, the Phlog isn't better. In fact, it's substantially worse. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh boy, here comes another salty tryhard sweating through his pull-up diapers trying to tell me how to play the game. Keep thoughts like that to yourself, young man. Today's video is not coming from a place of salt. It's a genuine attempt to do the impossible. To explain to a Phlog Pyro why the Phlog is completely outclassed by every other primary. First of all, don't think I don't get it, alright? Popping crits and dive bombing 6 people on the cart, melting them all to ash within seconds, seeing the chat filled with raging babies who are mad they got outflanked by a Phlog Pyro of all things. Well, that's really fun. And if this video doesn't change your mind, that's totally fine. But give me a proper chance and hear me out, okay? From here on out, I'm speaking directly to Pyro mains who genuinely want to improve as players. You know, top scoreboards and help the team and all that. Because if you want to do that, you need Air Blast. But why is that? After all, killing enemies gives you points, and the enemy team can't win if they're constantly respawning, right? Yeah, but you're playing Pyro. You don't need critical hits to kill people. And giving up Air Blast in order to do an unnecessary amount of damage is crippling your gameplay. That's the very first point. Pyro deals a lot of damage, very quickly. Catching enemies in your flame stream and keeping it focused on them will see them dead within seconds. The only time crits on Pyro make a difference is when fighting big groups of enemies, and yeah, in that specific situation, the Phlog excels. But being good in one situation is inferior to being good all the time, right? What kind of problems are you allowing yourself to be overrun by that Air Blast could solve? Ubers. Air Blast is the quintessential Uber counter. You can knock the Uber charged pair off cliffs, push them into corners, or even separate the medic from his patient, wasting precious seconds of Uber that would otherwise be annihilating your team. A Phlog Pyro faced with an Uber charge can do nothing. Literally nothing. Air Blast won't guarantee your survival, of course, but it's better than nothing. How about crits? Well, crit boosted soldiers and demo men meet their match in, once again, Air Blast. You can redirect critical rockets and grenades with Air Blast to instantly kill both medic and patient. If you're a Phlog Pyro, the only thing you can do is pop your own crits if you have them and hope the soldier misses you enough time for you to melt him down. That's not really a good plan. Yeah, I know crits is often used on heavies and you can't Air Blast bullets, but a Pyro fighting a crit boosted heavy is dead no matter what weapons he's using. But what can you Air Blast? You might be surprised at how long the list is. Rockets, grenades, cannonballs, arrows, crossbow bolts, Girardi, milk, gas passer, rescue ranger bolts. And all of these things gain mini crit damage when air blasted. Mini crit rockets can wipe a group of enemies on the payload even faster than Phlog crits, especially when combined with the degreaser flare combo. Air Blast also extinguishes teammates. I bring this up last because I know that Phlog Pyros have an easy answer for it, the Man Melter, but really that's just a band-aid. The Man Melter is the worst flare gun for Pyro and only exists to give Phlog Pyros the impression that they're helping their team, when really their team would be better served by reflections and Uber denying. Everything interesting about Pyro evaporates when you equip the Phlog. Skillful reflex, denying Ubers, and most badass of all, reflect jumps. I'm talking about rocket jumping with an enemy soldier's rocket by reflecting it into the ground. It's super hard, mega fun, and a serious flex of skill if you can actually pull it off. But hey, badass moments like that are nothing compared to sometimes killing 5 people by holding down your mouse button, right? The Phlog gets you kills, but it's not cool. It doesn't help your team any and is the most fundamentally selfish, boring flamethrower that exists. Don't ditch the Giga Chad reflect jumps and degreaser flare combos for this thing, please. It sacrifices Pyro's best tool in order to do one thing slightly better. Even if you don't care about your team at all, even if you don't care that Uber charges will go unchallenged, you should still choose anything but the Phlog, because Air Blast is the best defense against any and all projectiles, and keeping yourself safe will help you get more kills, instead of constantly doing suicide runs. Want to live longer? Ditch this thing. Besides, if you like crits, there's a much cooler way to get them than the Phlog. On-demand crits with the flare gun are more satisfying, more badass, and more consistently effective than the Phlog. And you get to keep Air Blast. What's not to love? Bye!